Hi everybody, great to see you. We're doing something a little bit different this week for our class. I'm making 5 short videos. And the purpose of these videos is to have a bit of a recap and a bit of revision on what we've covered in the class so far. Now for those that have been with the class from the beginning, it'll be a great little reminder of those really important points. And if you've joined partway through, or even if this is your first time in the class, well, it'll help you have a bit of a catch up on what we've been doing so far. My topic for the first one is give your partner reliable information. Now, when we're playing a hand of bridge, we can all see half the pack. There's 2 defenders and 1 declarer, but we can all see half the pack. Now, essentially, what we're doing in the play of the hand, now this sounds kind of simple, but it's essentially what's happening, is that we are trying to work out how the half of the pack that we can't see is distributed between the other 2 hands. So we can see our own hand and dummy. All the rest of the cards are either in the 2 hands we can't see. So that's essentially what we're trying to do. Sounds a bit simple, doesn't it? But we all know it's not. But when we're defending, we've got a friend to help us. We've got our partner, and we're trying to communicate with partner by way of the cards that we play. Now, we need to get into really good habits and doing things consistently so partner can make good conclusions about what's in our hand. Let's talk about ways that we can do that. We're trying to give partner reliable information so that they can make good decisions. And we're hoping that partner is giving us reliable information so we can make good decisions too. So let's look at some of the ways that we can do that. Now, the first one is when we are following suit. So we haven't led, someone else has led. When we are following suit, we play the lowest of touching cards. We always do this, we do it consistently, and partner can rely on the fact that we are doing this. So if we play the lowest of touching cards when we are following suit, this tells partner that whatever card you play, you do not have the card immediately below it. Here's a little example. So partner leads a heart, leads the 4 of hearts, and dummy has 10, 9, 5. They play the 5, and I'm always going to play the queen in this situation. I'm going to do it consistently. I'm going to do it every time. Playing the queen tells partner that I do not have the jack, but I might have the king. Here's another one. Partner leads the 4 of hearts, and there's some small cards in dummy, and I'm holding jack, 10, 7, 2. I am always and consistently going to play the 10 in this situation. Playing the 10 denies the 9, but it could have the jack. And even when you've got just little cards, we're still going to do this consistently. Partner leads the 4. There's little cards in dummy, and I've just got the 9, the 8, and the 2. I'm going to always play the 8 in this situation. The 8 denies the 7, but it could have the 9. That's one way of giving partner consistent and reliable information. Here's the second way, and it's when you're leading a suit. And it's the opposite, just to make it a little bit confusing, but there are good reasons why it's the opposite. When leading a suit, we play the highest of touching cards. This tells partner that whatever card you play, you do not have the card immediately above it. So here's a couple of wee examples. I'm choosing to lead this heart suit, and I'm always and consistently going to lead the king. Leading the king denies the ace and shows the queen. Now there is an exception to this, and that's when you have a doubleton. So yes, if you've led a heart and you have a doubleton, then leading the king obviously doesn't necessarily promise the queen. But we'll talk about that in a later video when you're leading from a doubleton. But generally, when you're leading the king, it denies the ace and shows the queen. Great information to have. In the second example, I'm always going to lead the jack. Leading the jack tells partner I do not have the queen but shows the 10. And again, the exception is when we're leading from a doubleton. It's really helping partner build up a picture of what's in Declara's hand. When you're telling partner what you don't have in your hand, then partner can start deducing where that other card is if they don't have it themselves. Here's the third way we can give partner reliable information. When we're on lead and we play a suit that hasn't yet been played, then that is called a switch. When we switch to a new suit, we play a low card from an honour and play a high card, a high spot card without an honour, and that's called an attitude switch. So it's low like, high don't like. So you've probably come across attitude signals in other situations, same kind of thing, low like, high don't like. Here's a couple of wee examples here. So I'm choosing to switch to a heart. In the top one where I have 9, 8, 4, 3, I'm going to play the 9, and switching to the 9 denies an honour. In the second example, Queen 9, 8, 3, I'm choosing to switch to a heart. I'm going to play a low heart. I'm going to play the 3, and that says to partner, I have an honour in this suit. So both of you, both you and partner, give each other reliable information. And here are the 3 ways. Following suit, we play the lowest of touching cards. Leading a suit, we play the highest of touching cards. And when we switch suit, low like, high don't like. Those are 3 ways that you can give your partner reliable information, and partner can give you reliable information so that you can make good decisions. Hope you enjoyed the first video. See you tomorrow.